Hey, what's going on, guys? Gdoggcasey here, bringing you some more Final Fantasy XIV Let's Play videos. Let's go ahead and finish off some more of these story quests here in Gridania. So what we're doing now is we're going back over to the amphitheater, and we're going to look for the Elder Seeds here. She wants to see us after we had our little episode, last episode, where I guess we passed out and collapsed and made a big scene in front of everyone. We're supposed to be the emissary. So we're going to go see her. And I know what's coming up here. So I'm going to tell you guys right now that this episode is not going to have too much fighting in it, if any at all. It's going to be mostly centered around some exploration and some more story stuff here. So if you guys are down for that, then definitely follow along. And I would recommend following along anyway, at least if nothing but to explore some of the new areas around the world that we're finally going to get a look at here. I totally should have used an Aether Crystal. It would have brought me right there. But you know what? It's too late now. I'm already running. I'm even going to run past another one. On purpose. Actually, you know what? I just said that, but we might do some guild hest here in order to provide a little bit of a change of scenery throughout this episode. So we're coming up on the Elder Seeds here now. Actually, yeah, let's go ahead and do that. So we unlocked the hero on the half shell, so let's go ahead and try to join this one. But for now, we'll talk to the Silent Conjurer. Ah, you are We Got Crown, are you not? I bid you welcome, sir. The Elder Seeds here left word that you would be joining her at the Lotus Stand. May I show you in? Yes. Alright, here we go. So this is where the Elder Seeds here hangs out. Kind of pond area with a little bit of waterfall stream over there. I have looked forward to your coming, wee guy, but tell me, are you recovered? I am most glad of that. Now, I hope you will not doubt the earnestness of my concern, but I would ask a favor of you, nor can I deny that I summoned you here in part with this in mind. Know, however, that I proceed only upon the understanding that you are rested and well. Thank you for hearing me out. I've written a letter to my counterparts in the Eorzean Alliance. The Battle of Cartano and the calamity that followed claimed countless souls, and left countless more bereft and alone. In the dark days that followed, many were the survivors who thought themselves less fortunate than the dead. 5 years have come and gone, but the land of the people still bear the wounds of the devastation. Nor are we any closer to learning the fate of the Warriors of Light. Yet so long as we live, never must we give up hope. We owe this to those who laid down their lives that we might behold another dawn. In remembrance of them, a memorial service will be soon held upon the anniversary of the Battle of Cartano. This missive bears the details of that service. You graciously accepted the part of emissary in the recent ceremony. Yeah, and look where that got us. Should you be so willing, I would now make you my envoy. My envoy, and have you bear my message to our allies. Your dedication to the people of Gridania rouses fond memories in me, and I would choose no other for the role. Will you do me this favor? Do we have a choice? Nope, he's saying yes. Humbly, I thank you. As you are no doubt aware, our partners in the Eorzean Alliance lie some considerable distance away, nor are Ul'dah and Limsa Lominsa close to one another. Yet fear not, for I have no intention of subjecting you, mine own newly anointed envoy, to a journey which would take weeks by land. No, I mean for you to travel by air. Receive of me this airship pass. With it, you may make use of the skyways that connect the three city-states of the Alliance. The airship landing is situated upon the lower floor of the Carline canopy. Simply show your pass and you will be admitted into the departure area. Before you embark upon your journey, however, you would do well to seek the worldly wisdom of Miyun. Few forest-born Gridanians know more of the lands beyond the Twelveswood than she. In better times, airships were available for the convenience of one and all. Alas, the risk that our crafts may fall to Imperial attack has forced a reduction in the number of flights. Consequently, it has become necessary to restrict air travel only to those whose need is great. Such individuals may petition the relevant parties to be issued an airship pass. As you may have deduced, I myself am one such party. Yet I was not alone in desiring that you be granted the privilege of air travel. Such is the potential you show. We have no doubt but that you will reward our faith in you, we guy. By the power vested in me, I bid you journey forth as my envoy into the great realm of Eorzea. Walk her fields, brave her seas, and strive to know her better. And wherever you go, go without fear, for the path shall ever be revealed to those who are true of heart. Guided by the crystal's light, set forth and discover your destiny. Okay. Alright, so we've unlocked the air pass, but we are still somewhat restricted for now, but it is pretty cool that we have the air pass now. That's going to allow us to travel around the world. And once we do that, we will be able to unlock crystals that we can teleport to, and then all of a sudden, getting from place to place becomes much easier, which is huge, because we've been just running our little bums across GRIDANIA, left, right, and center, all over the place, for hours now. Where are we going? I guess the plaza's fine. So we'll get to do some exploring. Like I mentioned, this episode is going to be mostly about exploring the lands and the big cities that we have yet to visit, and getting an idea of the three great nations. So GRIDANIA is one of the three great nations of Eorzea. And I'm saying the three great nations, it's not like that's what they're called in the game, it's just kind of what I'm calling them. There are probably a couple other nations that some would say are great in Eorzea, but these are the three that we will be interacting with most. Okay, let's talk to Mother Miyun for her worldly wisdom before we get on out of here. 'Tis good to see you up and about again, wee guy. Tell me, did you pay the Elder Seedseer a visit as I bade? Yes, I did, Mother. Appointed personal envoy? Oh, she's clapping. And now you are to bear the Elder Seedseer's missive to our allies. Well, it seems you've made an impression on the great woman. I can't argue with her judgment, though. You've earned this honor with tireless hard work, and anyone who says you don't deserve it had better not do so in my hearing. I find myself praising you often of late, but Mother is truly proud of you. Yeah, we've been getting a lot of praise. Short of a warrior of light, I can imagine no better adventurer to represent us. And that, my lad, is some compliment. I'm only level 17. Well, he's happy about it. But I've flattered you enough for one day, and I don't want your head to get too big, or you'll struggle to lug it around the realm. Speaking of which, Eorzea is a big old place. Now that you have an airship pass, you can really start to broaden your horizons. The sky quite literally is the limit. Even if your errand doesn't call for it, I would strongly suggest visiting the two other city-states of the Alliance before you go anywhere else. They are, of course, Limsa Lominsa, the city of pirates, and Ul'dah, Jewel of the Desert. Once you've acquainted yourself with them, you can turn your sights on whichever lesser-trodden region takes your fancy. The calamity changed the face of Eorzea, and much of her now lies in shadow. Beyond man's ken, it is a veritable playground for a wide-eyed adventurer like your good self. Mind you, it won't be all fun and games. Each nation faces its fair share of problems, from internal strife to conflict with the beast tribes and their primals. So don't be too surprised if you find yourself embroiled in the odd, unsavory situation on your travels. But no matter what difficulties you encounter, I am confident that you will pull through and emerge the stronger for your experience. These are interesting times for Eorzea, wee guy. It's been 5 years now since the calamity, but folk are finally beginning to look to the future. A period of great change is upon us, and you have a great part to play in it. If that prospect doesn't excite you, I don't know what will. So yeah, she's basically just giving us the, you know, the advice that we should explore the cities. Our main story quest does take us to both cities, so there's no way we'll miss one. And when we're there, we should fully explore. Greeting, good sir. It is a reservation counter for Limsa Lominsa bound... whatever. Oh, are you not We Guy Crown, the Elder Seedseer's personal envoy? We at High Wind Skyways are honored to serve you. Will you be flying with us today? Yes. Okay, there's a couple quests here. Oh, there's a level 14 one up there. GRIDANIA envoy. Well, there's going to be another, episode where I go for the... I would say... I was going to say the important side quests, and some of them definitely are important. Some of them are less actual important, but more, you know, you should do them anyway, just to... They help you unlock certain things that might not be important, but still, if you're looking to unlock everything, you might as well do it. And it might be important to you. Attention, all passengers. The airship bound for Limsa Lominsa is about to depart. Please make your way to the boarding gate. Alright, here we go. Very well, wee guy. Everyone's watching us leave. Wow. One day, minstrels will sing of your deeds. May you ever walk in the light of the crystal. A whole airship just for me. And he's just standing there.
It has been 15 years, but the bitter taste of defeat lingers still. 15 years since the Imperial fleet set course for Mordona, led by the Egrios, mightiest of all vessels. Silver Till Lake lay ripe for the taking, and all of Eorzea would soon be ours. Or so we believed. But an innumerable host of dragons met us that day, at the heart of which flew the great meat guard Zormer. Though we succeeded in slaying that lord among worms, the dread serpent's defeat was bought at too high a price. Our invincible flagship was lost, and all hope of victory with her. So ended our glorious conquest. Eorzea, a blighted realm, riddled with false gods. Twice now it has eluded the Empire's grasp. For all the destruction it wrought, even Meteor, the great sin, failed to yield us control over it. And for this failure, the realm has sunk deeper into depravity. It is twisted beyond all reckoning, rotten nigh to the core. Yet it must be saved. Only Garlean rule can bring order to Eorzea. It falls to us to deliver the misguided masses from their ignorance.
We are of one mind, Lord Van Balva.
That's pretty bad timing.
Senior engineers, please report to Magitech research following scheduled inspection.
Hey, is the Legatus really planning to take another tilt at Eorzea?
Hey? What hole have you been hiding in? We're in the midst of preparing for a new campaign, and a huge one at that.
But I thought the Emperor had given up the Western lands for lost after Cartano. What could the Legatus possibly hope to gain by acting alone?
I sense you harbor certain doubts over the wisdom of the Legatus's plan.
My lord!
Please, call me Nero. Tell me, where were you born?
Othard, my lord.
Alamigo, my lord.
Ah, codename Hummingway, I presume?
I don't know what you...
Silence. Your denials will not change your fate. I assure you, Frumentarium sees all. Clean up this mess, and do not miss any, or I shall be most displeased.
At once, my lord.
Garland, soon you will be made to know the true power of Magitech.
Yeah, so that was kind of like your intro to the actual enemies of the game. And it's like, yeah, you've been playing the game for a few hours now and you kind of have no idea what's going on out in the world. So here's like a little cutscene to let you know like what the Imperial Empire or whatever, how they are. And obviously since they wear black and red armor with horns and shit, that means they're evil. That one dude, though, was obviously a spy. The types of questions he was asking, trying to find out what's going on. Oh, I thought this was going to happen. So, he deserved what he got. Okay, here we go. Alright, so we are actually in Limsa Lominsa now. So before we do any of the main story quests, although I think we have to just to get out of here. Ah, you must be the envoy from Gridania. Welcome to Limsa Lominsa, my lord. Admiral Bloschwin awaits your arrival. Okay. Actually, let's just do this first. You are the Gridanian envoy. Welcome to Limsa Lominsa. The Admiral has been looking forward to your arrival. Please proceed to the Crow's Lift at your earliest convenience. It will take you to the Bulwark Hall. Once there, pray speak with Xanthiel. He will be pleased to show you in the Admiral's command room on the bridge. So basically there's this lift attendant here that we talk to when we go to Bulwark Hall. Dun, 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 dun. I'd say this area has my favorite music. Storm Sergeant. Greetings, sir. You are welcome, and welcome to our fair city. If you would permit me to examine the seal on the missive you carry. There it is. Yes, everything seems to be in order. My apologies. We cannot afford to be complacent, you understand. Please step this way. I understand.
Enter. I did not expect the Gridanian envoy to be an adventurer. It speaks highly of your character that the Elder Seedseer would choose an outsider to represent her nation's interests. This way. I bid you welcome. I am Melvib Blufisvin, Admiral of Limsa Lominsa, and Commander of the Maelstrom. Now, what news from the Black Shroud?
A memorial service to honor the fallen. Seven hells. Has it been 5 years? 5 years since the Garlean Empire sought to wrest Eorzea from our grasp. It was in answer to the imperial threat that the city-states formed the Grand Companies and forged the Eorzean alliance anew. But Garlemald was not content to wager all on a simple contest of martial might. They had other plans, the Meteor Project. Negatus Nail Van Darnus, Hell's Taken, intended to cleanse our realm by snatching the lesser moon Dalamud from the heavens and casting it down upon our heads. Desperate to prevent this lunatic scheme, we marched our forces to the Cartano Flats and there met the 12th Imperial Legion in battle. Never have I seen a fight like the Battle of Cartano, and I have seen full many. But though we gave no quarter, spared not 1 ounce of effort, we could not prevent what followed. From inside the shell of Dalamud came a winged nightmare, a dragon the size of a bloody city. 'Twas the elder primal Bahamut, bent on making 8th hell of Eorzea. In the space of a breath, the legions of the Empire were set aflame, while our own armies fared little better. 'Twas as if the whole world was burning. Words cannot well describe the scene. And yet, by some miracle, a few among us were spared. Even as I steeled myself for death, a blinding white light enveloped me, robbing me of my senses. When I regained them, the dragon was gone, and the still smoldering land was warped beyond all knowing. Were Archon Louisoix still with us, he would doubtless shed some light on these unfathomable happenings. Alas, he is not, and I fear we will want for his wisdom in the days to come. For while our nation struggled to recover from the devastation, the beastmen call forth their damned primals to torment us anew. Unless we put aside our differences and rebuild now, our foes will catch us unprepared. And I speak not only for the beastmen, or not only of the beastmen. Do not imagine that the Empire has forsaken its claim on Eorzea. The Imperials crowd our borders, waiting to strike. Damn it all, we need champions to replace those we lost. But such thoughts are worse than worthless. Time is short and none will save us, save ourselves. It is the duty of every soul who survived the calamity to work together for the good of Eorzea, and this memorial service may be the very thing to unite us. I, Khan E. Sana, has the right of it. I accept her proposal. Your duty is done here, adventurer. I will see to it that the Elder Seeds here receives my reply. You travel next to Ul'dah, yes? Pray give my regards to General Raban. Oh, and tell him the wolf has been sniffing around the stables. A private jest, and one in poor taste, but I would have you tell it all the same. Fare you well, wee guy. May the navigator guide you on your journey. So we've got to come and meet the leader of Limsa Lominsa. She's basically the same as the Elder Seeds here, just for this area. So if you start in this area, which, by the way, you can if you start as a Marauder, an Arcanist, or something else. Not the Rogue. It's something else. I can't remember off the top of my head. The Scholar? No, wait, that's the Arcanist. I don't know. I know the Marauder and the Arcanist. So what we're going to do while we're here is we're going to definitely be attuning to this big giant crystal here. And get a nice look at Limsa Lominsa while we're here as well. It's a really nice city. I'm a fan. So we will attune. And while we attune, we're going to open up our map and take a look and see if any of these are worth doing. Yeah, probably not. Okay, so we've attuned here. Now we just need to attune to all the Aether Crystals, and that's what we're going to do for this episode. Might be a little bit shorter. I was hoping to get it all in one and go do Ul'dah as well. But after the last episode went so long, I feel like this one shouldn't go... This one should be shorter rather than longer. I don't know. You guys let me know what you think in the comments, though. If you enjoy the longer episodes more than the shorter ones, let me know. But I understand that it's a lot to ask of you to give me 45 minutes to an hour of your time on a daily basis. I don't have that long. You know, I work full time. I don't have that long to watch videos every single day. So I try to respect your time and keep the videos fairly short. So we're just getting all these Aethernet shards. It's basically just bringing us around the place. We can talk about what we're seeing here, but there's really not much to talk about. I believe we can, yeah, we can take a boat out of there. The Arcanist Guild is right here, which is not really all that exciting. A lot of the buildings in Limsa Lominsa look the same. So we've got those. We need to go get the Fisherman, or the Fisherman's Guild crystal is pretty important. So we'll be heading on down there. And just exploring a little bit more. So yeah, I think we can head down this way. Their city is built on the sea, and it makes sense since they are the pirate people. So we can see the water stretches out into nothingness forever and ever. Alright, we'll head down here, pop a sprint. There's a whole bunch of little mini side quests around the place, but these are the same quests that you accept when you start as a character down here. Where am I going? Oh yeah, over here. So they're really not going to be helpful for us, and it's going to be a waste of time. Now, some of these quests are going to be very important, but I just realized when I was looking, like when I was initially looking for all the different quests that we could pick up, I had realized actually I don't want to pick them up now anyway. We're going to pick them up soon, shortly. We're not too many episodes away now, actually. I've been talking about this moment in the game where everything opens up to us and, you know, we have much more freedom where we want to go. And that is true, and we're getting pretty close to it now. But before that, we need to explore the cities, unlock all the Aether Shards, and, you know, move the main story quest just a little bit further. But occasionally, one thing you can do is look at them and find out what level they are. And if you notice anything that's like level 15, 15 is kind of a key level because certain things can be unlocked at level 15, and they are usually unlocked by picking up a quest. Okay, Aethernet Shard. This is an interesting area in Limsa Lominsa. The Culinarians Guild is here, so you can learn how to cook. The Marauders Guild is up here. This is the Culinary Guild. So you actually can come in here and cook food, and you can get buffs from the food that you cook, which is helpful. I kind of took the long way out of here. So we'll head over here. But this is the upper areas of Limsa Lominsa. And there is some land over there where we will be heading eventually. But this shard is going to be very important, especially for us, because this is the Marauders Guild. And in order to become the Dragoon that we want to be so badly, we need to get our Marauder class up to level 15. So I'm actually going to be doing that much later, though. I'm focusing on getting the Lancer up to 30 first. I just feel like that's going to be a little bit more efficient for me to do it that way. Taking a look at the map here as we run. This is where the Adventurers Guild is here. There's another shard over here, and that should be the last one. Donald Grump. Okay. I like the layout of Limsa Lominsa as well, because it looks a little bit complicated at first, but it's pretty simple once you get the hang of it. It's basically just all straight pathways through these big buildings, and once you get all the crystals unlocked, then you can literally just teleport wherever you need to be. And I think this is the last one. Yeah, access to the Aft Castle, and there we go. We've got all of them in Limsa Lominsa. Alright, perfect. So that's all I really wanted to do here. We get a good look at Limsa Lominsa. We'll be getting more of a look at it later as well. A little bit more in depth. Right now we're just kind of running past everything, but things will get more in depth as we go. And I believe it's right here. Yeah, we go to the airship to move on to Ul'dah, but we will do that in the next episode. So again, guys, let me know what you think about the the short videos compared to the long ones. Honestly, I'm kind of torn as well. I don't really know. I enjoy playing longer sessions, and recording the longer episodes is definitely kind of neat. It'll keep the episode count down, but at the same time, I can't always set aside that much time to record a lot of episodes when I'm doing them 45 minutes to an hour long. So I don't really know if I want to make that an actual habit. But you let me know what you think, and if I get any sort of response at all about one way or the other, I'll definitely take that into heart. Okay, guys, I'll talk to you in the next episode.